Bob, Alan Clegg was a good friend of yours. Could you tell us about him?
Yeah, well, on the '63 expedition, Alan Clegg was the photographer because he was he was he had a camera for a start off, which a lot of us hadn't, and he knew a bit about photography, so he was made the official photographer. And as I say, we got let down with these ladders, and we had to make some in a hurry. And then Bob Wright had got a load of canvas that we got Cockers at Burnley sports shop to sew up into bags, and we made some pack frames out of steel tubing that Bob Wright had got, and we bent them and we welded them up at Alan's work at Burnley. And yeah, and at one stage, I know when we were going down, Alan had a real bad, thank you, a real bad stomach upset and was sick and whatnot, and we were a bit worried. But anyway, after a few hours sleep, he'd recovered. But that was a bit worrying. We were very strong with Alan. He was carrying 2 or 3 bags at a time. I only ever carried 2 at a time. I thought that was enough for a little lad like me. So yeah, and Alan was also the third standby diver because he persuaded me to go with him to Keighley Sub Aqua Club, but I'd only just started then. But I got this wetsuit, and having a wetsuit, I was every time anything got lost in a pool, I was the one who had to dive for it. Yeah, so it wasn't. Wetsuits were all right, but they're not all they're made out to be. Definitely not. No. So poor old Alan, he died in Lancaster Hall in Easter '64, and he was going on the '64 expedition, and I was so upset, sickened or whatever. I pulled out of the '64 one, and I didn't do much caving for quite a few years after that.